February 21st, 2017, and we've just landed in the port of Ushuaia. Our tour today is going to be the Beagle Canal Wildlife Cruise. Our tour today is going to be on a catamaran. We're dressed very warm today because we know it's going to be extremely cold being this close to the Antarctic. Ushuaia is a resort town in Argentina. It's located at the southernmost tip of South America. Its nickname is the end of the world. The windswept town, perched on a steep hill, is surrounded by the Marital Mountains and the Beagle Canal. It is the gateway to Antarctic cruises. Ushuaia is a young city. It was founded by Argentina expeditioners in October 12, 1884. It is a cruise port and also the deepest saltwater port to the Arctic. It's hard to believe that this travel gem was once a formal penal colony. But this city owes its very existence to that historical event because the inmates constructed the town's railroad, hospital, and port. When the prison closed its door in 1947, the city had a mere population of 3,000 inhabitants. Fast forward to the current day, and the population has grown to 70,000. We are graced with views of Mount Olivia and Mount Escapando. Our tour guide is telling us that the original inhabitants, who were Indians, got their main source of protein from penguins and the sea lion. She goes on to tell us that they use the fat from these animals to cover their entire body for insulation because they live naked.
And South American sea lions, okay? These two were the main source of protein. And they would feed on other things, but that was the main source. And they used to use the fat from the sea lions because they live naked. So imagine this weather and naked.
Wow.
Exactly.
She goes on to tell us that they used the hides from these animals to cover their canoes. That the men and women of this tribe shared all jobs. They were all equal in all respects.
And they will build canoes with the bark of trees in order to sail the channel. The significance of this community, of the yámana community, is that male and female share every chore. They will sail the channel together,
Our first stop is at a small island called Costra. We're going to see a colony of blue-eyed chondras. Unless you look closely, you're going to think that they're penguins. They're not. They're a bird.
We're going to see a colony of blue-eyed cormorants. Okay? The blue-eyed cormorants are the most abundant birds in all of the Beagle Channel. They live in different islands all year round. And you're going to see they are black and white, so you might think they are penguins, but they are not penguins, okay? And they have pink legs and blue eyes. Okay, that's the name blue-eyed cormorant. In September, male and female have a black crest on the top part of their head, and it's a sign of bachelorhood because once they found the mate, they're gonna lose this crest. Okay, and because of that crest, is that they are also known as imperial cormorants, as well as blue-eyed cormorants. Okay, but it's the same bird, two necks. I then mentioned that they reproduce in October and November. They lay 3 eggs that take 40 days to hatch.
To make their nest, they use their own excrement, which is called guano, mud, sea, and grass.
And I mentioned that they nest in the flat areas of the island. They mix their excrement, called guano, with mud, seaweed, and grass. So you might see the cormorants near the island with seaweed on their feet. Okay,
Everybody travels right across the
I know, but the ship is going to turn around.
Oh, stop going up and down.
We also saw the kelp gull, which was the black and white with a small orange dot on their peak. It was flying on top of the island. And we saw the dolphin gull that had gray plumage on their head, black wings and orange beak and legs. That rock near the water, you're going to see the Chilean squirrels. Those are one of the main predators of the cormorants, and they are here because they are waiting for the baby cormorants to start swimming in order to drown them and feed on them.
The Beagle Canal got its name from the HMS Beagle, which was the ship that carried the English naturalist Charles Darwin on a 5-year voyage around the tip of South America. And his journal of the voyage made him a famous and popular author. It was his 1859 book on the origin of species, however, that rocked the world with his theory of evolution and natural selection. Yeah, the black ones are the babies. Here's a baby still sitting on his nest. As you keep watching them, it's hard to remember that these are birds. They fly.
I also saw one completely white one. Yeah, that was a male of the kelp goose. Oh, kelp goose is called.
The next island is a colony of sea lions.
But that's definitely a lot.
Sea lions are found along the coast and offshore islands of Chile and Argentina. It generally breeds in the southern part of its range, including here in the Beagle Canal. With its large head, well-developed mane, and orange color, the male of the species is truly lionesque. The female is much smaller and the pups are born black. This lighthouse was inaugurated in December 23, 1920, and it is still operational to today. It is probably one of the most popular photographed lighthouses in South America. Set amongst a cluster of islands, this picturesque red and white lighthouse emits a flash of light every 10 seconds. It can be seen from 7 nautical miles away. Automated, remotely controlled, and uninhabited, it is known to the Argentines as the lighthouse at the end of the world. Albatross fly overhead as we make our way back to port. Another great tour through Princess Cruise Lines.